So something wild happened on live television that nobody saw coming. And it's the kind of moment that makes you question if you're actually awake or just dreaming. Prince William, the future King of England, the man who's been raised in the world's most famous family, suddenly appeared on American reality TV. Yes, you heard that right, reality TV, the land of sequins, spray tans, and dramatic eliminations. But he wasn't there for a hard-hitting interview or a diplomatic mission. Instead, he popped up in a pre-recorded video message, speaking directly to a contestant on the show. It wasn't a royal address or a speech about world affairs, just a quick personal shout-out. It was a blink and you'll miss it moment, but the impact was immediate. The audience gasped, the judges looked stunned, and social media exploded. In a world where we think we've seen it all, this was genuinely unexpected. Just picture the scene, the dazzling lights, the over-the-top costumes, the nervous dancers waiting backstage. And then, out of nowhere, the heir to the British throne appears on the big screen. It was as if two completely different worlds collided for a brief, surreal moment. For a second, it felt like a glitch in the simulation, like the universe had mixed up its channels. Was this really happening, or was it some elaborate prank? And let's not forget, this isn't just any celebrity cameo. This is the man who will one day have his face on British currency, who will be the head of state for millions of people. His every move is usually steeped in tradition and protocol. Yet here he was, choosing to weigh in on a dance competition, a show known more for its glitter than its gravitas. It's the kind of move that makes you do a double take and wonder what's going on behind palace doors. It's a move that leaves you scratching your head, trying to figure out if this is a new era for the royals or just a one-off publicity stunt. Is this the monarchy embracing pop culture, or is it a sign of something deeper? The whole thing was over in less than a minute, but the implications are huge. News outlets scrambled to cover the story, social media feeds filled with hot takes, and fans everywhere debated what it all meant for the future of the royal family. Someone in the palace, maybe a savvy advisor, maybe William himself, had to sign off on this. It wasn't just a casual decision. There were meetings, discussions, and probably a few raised eyebrows before the green light was given. They decided, for whatever reason, that appearing on a glitzy American reality show was a good use of the Prince of Wales's time. Maybe it was about connecting with a younger audience, or maybe it was just about having a little fun. But whatever the reason, this felt less like royal duty and more like a bid for celebrity relevance. It was a move straight out of the Hollywood playbook, not the royal handbook. The royals have always been celebrities in their own right, but it used to be a different kind of fame, one built on tradition, mystique, and a certain distance from the public. Now, it seems, those lines are getting blurrier by the day. This cameo blurred the lines between royalty and reality TV, leaving us all wondering what the rules are anymore. Are the royals just like us, or are they something entirely different? One thing's for sure. After this, nothing about the monarchy will ever feel quite the same. Prince William, the steady heir, the keeper of tradition. His brand is built on stability, dignity, and duty. So, his cameo on a dramatic dance show creates a disconnect. It's like seeing your serious bank manager doing karaoke. This move doesn't fit the narrative of the stoic future king. It suggests a desire for Hollywood's spotlight. By dipping into American reality TV, William gambles with his image. Is he a future head of state or a global celebrity? The lines are getting so blurry they're almost gone. The media reaction to William's cameo was fascinating to watch unfold. Newsrooms buzzed with excitement, and the air was thick with anticipation as headlines began to roll out. The coverage was almost universally positive, with anchors and columnists alike marveling at his unexpected appearance. It was as if the nation had been given a delightful treat, a rare glimpse of royalty stepping into the everyday world of television. The moment was framed as a charming, light-hearted surprise, a royal showing his human side, laughing and mingling with the public. Clips of William smiling and waving were replayed endlessly, each time accompanied by cheerful commentary. The audience, both in the studio and at home, seemed genuinely delighted, reinforcing the narrative that William is the relatable royal, the one who bridges the gap between tradition and modernity. Headlines praised his modern, approachable side, calling him the People's Prince, and celebrating his willingness to break from stiff royal protocol. Articles highlighted his sense of humour, his ease in front of the camera, and his ability to connect with ordinary people. The message was clear. William is not just a future king, but a man of the people, in touch with the times. But imagine, just for a moment, if it had been Harry and Meghan making that same cameo. The tone would have shifted dramatically. Instead of applause, there would have been suspicion. Instead of praise, criticism. The media's lens would have focused on their motives, questioning whether they were seeking attention or undermining the dignity of the monarchy. The reaction would be vastly different, with headlines accusing them of cheapening the monarchy, exploiting their royal status for personal gain, or stirring up controversy. Pundits would debate their every move, and social media would erupt with heated arguments about their intentions. The double standard is glaring, almost impossible to ignore. The same action, appearing on television, engaging with the public, would be celebrated for one royal and condemned for another. It's as if the rules change depending on who's playing the game. William is cast as the hero, the golden child of the monarchy, while Harry is painted as the renegade, the outsider who can do no right. Their images are carefully curated to reinforce these roles, with William always looking regal and composed, and Harry often shown in a less flattering light. William's TV spot is hailed as a sign of the monarchy modernising, adapting to the times. But when Harry and Meghan sign a Netflix deal, it's dismissed as cashing in, as if their efforts to tell their story are somehow less valid or more self-serving. This is biased reporting at its finest, manipulating public perception and shaping the narrative to fit a predetermined storyline. The media picks and chooses which royals to elevate and which to tear down, often with little regard for fairness or accuracy. The same action is judged differently based solely on who does it. It's a clear case of favouritism, with the scales tipped heavily in one direction. The public is left to wonder, is this really about the royals themselves, or about the stories the media wants to tell? This hypocrisy doesn't just affect the royals, it erodes trust in both the media and the monarchy. When people see such obvious double standards, they begin to question everything they're told, leading to cynicism and disillusionment. In the end, the royals are playing a game of favourites, with the media as their willing accomplice. Certain family members are highlighted, others pushed to the shadows, all according to a script that serves the interests of those in power. William is the chosen one, the favoured son, no matter how questionable his moves may be. The spotlight follows him, while others are left to navigate the darkness of public scrutiny. It's a game of favourites, and right now, William is clearly the chosen one. The crown may be symbolic, but the message is unmistakable. In the eyes of the media, not all royals are created equal. Recently, Prince William made headlines when he sent his well wishes not to a British television programme, but to an American dance show. This seemingly small gesture has sparked a wave of conversation and speculation across the UK and beyond. The United Kingdom, after all, has its own iconic dance competition, Strictly Come Dancing. This show isn't just another TV programme, it's a cultural phenomenon woven into the fabric of British society. For years, Strictly has brought families together, filled living rooms with laughter and excitement, and become a beloved national institution watched by millions every season. If Prince William had wanted to make a TV appearance that truly resonated with the British public, Strictly would have been the obvious and heartfelt choice. It's a show that represents togetherness, tradition, and the joy of British entertainment. Yet, instead of embracing this homegrown favourite, he chose to send his support to Dancing with the Stars, the American counterpart known for its glitz and Hollywood glamour. This decision has left many in Britain puzzled and even a bit disappointed. It sends a strange and unexpected message to the British public, who are used to seeing their royals champion local traditions. To some, It feels like a deliberate pivot toward the American market, as if the prince is seeking approval or attention from across the Atlantic rather than at home. For those who work in the UK's vibrant entertainment industry, this move could be interpreted as a slight, suggesting that British shows and audiences are somehow less important or less valuable. The enthusiastic response from American fans only highlights the contrast, making it seem as though the prince values their attention more than the support of his own countrymen. For a future King of the United Kingdom, this is a risky message to send. It raises questions about loyalty, identity, and the delicate balance between tradition and modernity in the royal family's public image. This cameo isn't just a silly event, it's a symptom of a larger problem. The monarchy faces a crisis of relevance. They need to adapt, but seem lost on how to do it. This pressure leads to questionable decisions. Moves like this cameo make them seem desperate. They're trying to be liked, risking their royal dignity. The monarchy walks a thin line between tradition and modernity. Public trust is their most valuable currency. Every undignified move chips away at that trust. William aims to be the relatable royal. He wants to shed the stiff image and show he's a regular guy. But these attempts can feel forced. True relatability comes from genuine connection. A dance show cameo feels more like a branding exercise. There's irony in a palace dweller trying to be relatable. People want a future king to be aspirational, not just like them. This cameo was a miscalculation in the relatability game. It looked less genuine and more like a competitive move. The royals provide stability and tradition in exchange for privilege. They should be symbols, not influencers. William's cameo blurs the line between duty and celebrity. Is his job to support causes or chase likes? This shift has profound consequences. Competing in the celebrity arena is a disadvantage. This cameo made William look like a B-list celebrity. The public might see the monarchy as a reality show. Every dip into celebrity culture diminishes their mystique. We are in a strange new era for the monarchy. Official royals act like celebrities. Unofficial ones are celebrities. The institution struggles to find its footing. William's stunt illustrates their confusion. It forces hard questions about the future. Is a modern royal a dignified symbol or a global brand ambassador? The monarchy is at a crossroads. The current strategy of doing both is dangerous. This affair reveals deep anxieties beneath the pomp and pageantry.
To all my amazing and curious Sussex family, thank you all for watching our videos, and do not forget to subscribe, like, and put a comment. Bye bye. See you in our next episode. Bye.